So the playoff for third and fourth, both teams unsuccessful in their quest in the semi-finals against Hong Kong and Japan, but what two cracking semi-finals we had. So Korea in the white here will take on Sri Lanka, who are playing in their fluorescent outfit. Normally they've got a white kit as well, but they've got the lemony yellow fluorescent colours on. As Yun Kwon Woo has been persisted with as the starting forward. Sri Lanka going down to Hong Kong just 10 points to 7. What a fantastic dramatic game it was. And Korea, they were put away by Japan 19 points to 12. So two very special semi-finals, and the top four really is a tight echelon now, as we see the Korean player going away. Oh, that's good work from Korea, and they'll start the scoring off. Oh Yun, and then Kim Nam-wook, who I think this must be his first start of the tournament, and he's come out of the blocks well, the young fella. Oh, he's really been in great kicking form in this tournament. Given that a one. Lovely shunt as well. Oh, just off the upright. So 5-0 it remains. Try to Kim Nam-wook, his first of the tournament. Lovely turn, wasn't it? Swivel on the spot to evade the defender. Oh, restarts. Not quite going 10, so they let it bounce. So free kick to Sri Lanka. Looks like Chaturanga starting for the Sri Lankans too, which hasn't happened that often. This is Ratwate. Wakabulangi out to Vilvara. Good to see them playing in tandem, the two Spedsters. Chaturanga there. Mutu Tantri, and this is Surya Bandara. Ratwate to Wilwara, who's got some pace to burn. So is this man, Wangavulangi, holding the ball in one hand like it's a coconut fetched back home for a quenching drink. But he's been penalised. Korea wanted to play this one quickly, and referee Roland's very much a stickler for the mark. Roland's wearing a very fetching red undergarment and red wristband along with his orange jersey. I think they're this summer's colours, although that looks a lot better, doesn't it? White undergarment there with the orange. Maybe referee Roland should take some fashion advice from his assistant referee. 5-0 to Korea. Yoon Tae-il to throw the ball into the line out, gets it up. That was Park Won-yong, not straight. Volangi making his debut for Sri Lanka this weekend. He's been a bright spark, that's for sure, with the 4 tries. Suri. Oh, and collapsing the scrum. So Suri takes it away quickly. So Captain Marija doesn't look like he's playing this third and fourth playoff, as Wangavulangi manhandles Cheong Yong Sik, and then he gives him a little judo throw over the sideline. I've enjoyed your tweets over the weekend. Keep them coming on hashtag A7S. Mr. Blitzbocky giving us all the results. And I'm sure that some of the Sri Lankan fans are watching as well. Jason De Silva. Kushan. As Korea take this one away. Nice wide-ranging attack. And it's Kim Nam Wook out to Jeong Yong Sik. He puts in a little kick too. It's a clever one. We saw this well-weighted kick from him before. Suri screaming back, but he won't get there. Jeong Yong Sik gets a knee in the face for his troubles from Surya, but also has the try. No malice in that whatsoever from Surya. He's just diving for the ball as well, I think, but got a nasty one in the mush there from Surya. So that's Jeong Yong Sik's 9th try of the tournament. He will be the top try scorer so far. Just looking through my notes here, can't see anyone who's challenging him at the moment. Vati with 6, Leneki with 5. And, it's not a bad bag. Ma Chong, of course, had about 7 and a lot of conversions. Probably the top scorer. That's a beautiful kick from Oh Yun Hyun. And the score goes out to 12 points to 0. These top teams were Korea disappointing last year. They finished 4th. The year before that, 6th. And unusual 2 years for them. Usually up round 1 or 2. The Koreans in the last few years before 2012. Sri Lanka last year were 3rd in the series, which was a great result for them. Oh, that's a wonderful take from Patirana, but the ball's been turned over to Korea here. Kim Nam Wook, and some good play to Yun Kwon Woo, who just shrugs off a couple of Sri Lankans and wades through them. And space outside here too it's Jang Seong Min, who's just come on. Great try from Jang Seong Min, who's just replaced the young flyer Jeong Yong Sik, and gets his first try of the tournament too. Jang been a bit quiet in this leg. We saw him a lot last year and in Hong Kong. Han Gung Kyu, well, he's had a big workload as well. Oh, gets the conversion. So this is great play in the first half from Korea. Just the beautiful work, running reasonably straight. And Wilwara tried his best to down the rangy Jung, but couldn't do it. So that's half time, and the score is 19 points to 0. Korea over a bit of a shell-shocked Sri Lankan team. Just to confirm the score, Korea 19, Sri Lanka 0. Don't forget, after this match at about 7 o'clock, we'll have the kickoff of the final. Hong Kong taking on Japan, the big 2. Japan is back. As we see some of the luminaries there in the VIP box. Apparently Bernard Lepasat is here from the IRB, or World Rugby as it's called now. There he is, Mr. Lepasat, chatting away on his phone, but enjoying the rugby, and I'm sure the hospitality. Nice VIP spot to watch the proceedings. So it's a long way back for the Sri Lankans. They're going to have to start pretty smartly if they want to take out 3rd spot here in this Malaysian leg. It's the Koreans to kick off. And Patirana, who's done a good job, been the biggest forward out of the Sri Lankans and taken on a lot of the donkey work. Wangavulangi. It's the one-handed play again. but hasn't gone well. Luckily they get back in Vilvara. Oh, Korea penalised there. Again, to have the best of the ruck, but we play on with Ratwate. Through to Mututantri. It's a good handoff from Mututantri, but equally good from Park Won-yong to drag him down. Ratwate, he's really coming on, the young man. Of course, a standoff just like the captain Marija, but he's picked up a bit of responsibility in this game, but he's lost the ball, and it goes to Kim Nam-wook. Well, that's a big strong tackle there from Wangabulangi. Dislodging the ball with the power of his shoulder. Well, it's become quite pleasant here on this Sunday evening at the Pithalingjaya Stadium. Probably under 30 degrees now as the sun goes down. The lights come up on the stadium. Big scrum from Korea, and looked like Park Won-yong had got that ball, but he's been penalised. So Mututantri starts things away. Surya and Ratwate, Vilvara to Mututantri, and back to Chaturanga, who steps nicely, doesn't he? Oh, what pace he's got, Chaturanga. That's so perfect from Chaturanga. Danusha Chaturanga, and we've seen that so often from him, just wrong footing the defence off his right foot and screaming through the gap. Chaturanga, and that's just the medicine for Sri Lanka. They needed that, and Surya converts and they get it back to 19 points to 7, within 2 scores now, Sri Lanka. I think it's about time. We see here, this is a standard stutter step material from Chaturanga, misleadingly fast once he gets those legs going. About time Korea made some changes, perhaps some fresh legs to defend this lead. Patirana looked like he got a bit of a head start there, but referee Rollins allows play to go on. Oh Yun Hyung loses the ball in contact. Chaturanga gets it to Surya, and will he get the bounce of the ball? No, it just bounces too high for the little man, and it's the other little man from Korea, Park Won-yong, who timed his run perfectly. Kim Jong-min's on the field with the headgear. Now it's Jung. That's a beautiful piece of play between Jung and Kim Hyun-soo, who floats a pass to his loose forward teammate Kim Jong-min. Very athletic Kim Jong-min, and some juggling, but perfect stuff for the Koreans. So that will seal the game, you'd imagine, for them, taking their time on placing the ball as well. Nice piece of play from Jang Sung-min and Kim Hyun-soo. I think that's Yoon Tae-il. Let's just check his number. Yes, it's number 2 there. Yoon Tae-il with the try. Tell you what, he's played literally every minute of this tournament, Yoon Tae-il. Deserves a lie down at the end of it all. Not 26 points to 7. It's his first try of the tournament too, and Oh Yun Hyung has converted something like 16 conversions in this tournament. Well, Sri Lanka, they really got up against Hong Kong, put in such a brave performance, going down only 10 points to 7, but you'd think by this showing here they really played their final exhausted now. Not giving it their best, but by crikey they gave Hong Kong a scare, that's for sure. Patirana. This is Ranjan, who seems to come on about now with about 4 or 5 minutes left to exploit the tired legs, but Korea have turned this ball over. Yoon Tae-il, the try scorer from moments ago. Kim Hyun-soo decides to take the tackle, smashes it back, and the soccer style, Kim Won-yong takes it. There's players all over the place. Of course they're all onside because no tackle or ruck was formed. Kim Won-yong, Park Won-yong to Kim Hyun-soo. who's lost a bit of his speed over the years, had a lot of trouble with his feet. In previous days, I think he would have cruised over, but Kim Hyun-soo not being able to pierce the defence. It's a penalty. Kim Won-young. Kim dummies, attracts the defence, and they've knocked it on Korea, so this is a great counter-attack, and here's the man with the toe, Vilvara, and just took 4 or 5 steps for him to jet away. Nice work from Anurata Vilvara, his 4th try of the tournament, and converts as well. Idolises Brian O'Driscoll, loves his style of play. From Candy. And we didn't see much of him on day 1, but he certainly made his presence known on the second day. And 26-14, they're within 2 scores, but not much time left in this game. Alvaro, who works in HR in a garment factory. Hope he's not responsible for these fluorescent jerseys. So we see Lavanga Pereira come on with his signature mullet. So let us know who you think will win the final, Japan or Hong Kong, hashtag A7S. I know there's a big group of people watching in Hong Kong with interest. Of course, if they can take this leg out, practically assured of taking the series unless something breaks down at quarter-final or semi-final time in Beijing next month. I'm sure Japan will want to get this one to tie them up. Even if Japan win, Hong Kong will be ahead on points at the moment because they made the final, unlike Japan and Hong Kong. Well, that must have been a ruck. Surely no. The referee allows play to go on. Yun Tae-il to Jang Seong-min. Dragged down though by Ranjan. It's a nice little outlet pass along the ground and allows play to restart pretty quickly. Patirana was up there very quickly. Here's Kim Hyun-soo. He shrugs through the tackles and gets the ball out to Kim Jong-min. Tiptoeing down the sideline. This will be an interesting call. He reckons he's got it. We've got no video referee here. So what does the assistant say? Rollins isn't convinced. Or is he? He's standing on the 5-metre line. In fact, that's the end of the game. Oh my goodness. No try, and the Koreans have won 3rd place in this Malaysian leg of the Asian Sevens Series. Complete performance from the Koreans. Unlucky in their semi-final loss against Japan, but they've taken out 3rd place with a victory over Sri Lanka, 26 points to 14. So a good performance from Korea. 2 3rd-place finishes. Well, in fact, they finished 2nd in Hong Kong, didn't they? And now a 3rd this weekend. So Korea looking good for the Asian game.